Hey there. So recently I've been asked by actually a couple of subscribers, what are those kind of external events that might surprise the market? And I've listed a couple in comments in the past that are probably fairly unlikely, but I think I found one that I think, you know, I certainly hope doesn't happen. But I could see how the dominoes fall and could be particularly impactful both to the overall economy, really the world economy, and more specifically real estate. So I thought I would share that with you. So um, I think the black swan that I'm referring to here really starts and stops with China. I have been to China a couple of times over the last, I don't know, say 5 or 6 years. When you're there, um, it's pretty interesting because, I'm lucky enough to travel with someone who speaks the local language. So she can have a conversation with the cab drivers and store clerks and just all kinds of people in their local language instead of struggling English. And what you quickly find out is there's lots of buildings just like you hear all the time, but to see it, lots of buildings that are just empty and no lights on, and just huge construction projects with nobody living there, and it's I don't know what else to say, but frightful. Right? It's frightening. So I think what I sense going on, and I got a lot of this from my time down in Southern California, specifically LA. Um, and there's a couple of communities in LA. I forget their names off the top of my head, but they're very I don't know, very dominated by folks from that part of the world. And to see how many of those houses were empty or had one person living there, a student perhaps, and to see all of them listed, because that's what we were doing, is we were evaluating that area, to see if we should sell our place in the Bay Area and move down there. And I think if what I saw and what I sort of feel is going on in China is right, I think these tariffs are having a huge impact on the Chinese economy. I think it being centrally managed, they're starting to lock down outflows, which is pretty wide open the last 5 or 6 years, hence all of them moving, significant capital overseas. And, Australia is seeing this. We're seeing it as well. And I think a lot of people are having to raise capital, right? Individuals. And one of the things you'll see them do is sell these assets that they own in other countries because they need to raise capital back home. And, they're just such a dominating force and have, I don't know what the percentages are, but I bet more than I would guess of assets in some pretty dominant markets like SoCal and in Australia. I think feeling it big. I think we have more inventory coming, right? I think they're sellers. I think they're motivated sellers. I think they will be fast to do price drops and accept what's out there because I think they need to get capital back home. And that could be a big enough wave to cause a big dent, an adjustment, a shakeup, because not only are they going to be sellers, but they're going to stop being buyers. And if they were 10% of the buyers before and that disappears, that's a big number. Not to mention all the other scary news going on in real estate. So I really think if the Chinese economy gets softer, they report increasingly bad trade numbers, you're going to see that managed economy continually be, I don't know what the right word is, but sort of pull back the reins and require capital to come home, which is going to mean assets are sold and sold fast for reduced prices, which will be interesting to watch. So I think the one black swan that scares me in 19 is China. So let me know what you think. Please leave a comment below if you think there's something I'm missing. I'd love to hear what you guys think. So it'd be great to hear if you have other ideas of other black swans that you think are possible, or if you disagree with this one or you like this one. Let me know. And as always, please subscribe, share this stuff. We need to grow the channel as we have that final push towards 1,000. Again, 1,000 was always just a round number I wanted to go for, and we're getting pretty close. So thank you very much. Have a great day.